Okay. That did not do anything. Okay.
Can you see me?
So who's that speaking? Mark. Hey, good morning, everybody. So I'm going to run through a demo for the event platform, and this is specific to exhibitors. So I'm going to touch on some stuff that the general public won't necessarily need to know about, but for you guys, you get a little bit more behind the scenes information. So what you're seeing right now is the main lobby. So once you have registered, come through the registration, and you'll be getting a link in your email today that'll have that registration link. You'll enter your email that you registered with. So whatever email you got this invitation to is the email that you'll need to use. And the RefComm 20 is the password to get in. Once you have come into the lobby, there will be a prompt to update your profile and information, and you can update your password there too if you would like. To access your profile, once you're in the lobby, you'll just click your little profile is up in the corner. You'll click on the drop down, and then you can update your profile and your account there. Probably the easiest way to do that is to just have it connect to your LinkedIn. Most people have a pretty updated LinkedIn with your picture and everything. So that's a quick and easy way to update your profile. This is also where you will locate any messages that you might have, or chats, any meetings, or anything that pertains to you directly during the event. Is that little drop down next to your face. So from the lobby, you can see we have the exhibition all listed out here, the technical program, and the vendor spotlight. And these will update as these sessions go forward. So everything is fresh right now. You can scroll through those to be able to see what sessions are coming up. You can access that in a couple of other ways also, by either going into the technical program, the vendor spotlight, or by clicking onto the agenda. You can see what's upcoming for the week. So we'll start with the booths, and then I'll go from there. So you can access an exhibit booth directly from the main lobby. Just hover over it and click into visit, or you can go into the exhibition directly. And from here, it's the same setup. You can visit a booth directly by clicking on the visit button. So all of the booths are set up similarly with the same type of layout. What's in the booths varies depending on what we have been sent by each company. So at the top, you'll have your logo, your company description, any video, your welcome video that you may have sent. It is set up to play the first time someone comes into your booth. After that, they would need to click on the play button. You have your submit an inquiry button here. When you click into that, it'll pre-populate the person's information. So since it's me, it puts all my information in here. There's the drop down, so you can select what you would like to ask. These are the generic questions. I know some of you have sent me more specific or different questions to include in there. They have to type in some type of comment and then submit. And that will go to your messages, as well as you will get an email. And for most people, it's assigned to a person that's working your booth. If it's not assigned specifically to a person, it'll go to everyone that's your staff. So if you do want to have it just go to one person and you didn't already tell me that, please make sure and let me know who you want those to go to. In your resources, there's a variety of different things, brochures, web links, videos. So you can take a look through that by scrolling down click into them. If it's a web link, it'll give you the option to go visit that link. If it's a brochure, it will give you a drop down or a button to download those brochures. So if there's anything that you would like changed in your resources, or you want me to add additional resources, please send those over. If you get into your booth and see there are no resources and you would like some, please send those over also. The group chat feature, this is a public chat. So anyone that comes into your booth can type something in and send it to you, and it will stay displayed in your booth. You can clear that out periodically if you'd like. If you do not want the chat feature, please let me know and I can remove that from your booth. If for whatever reason it is not there, please let me know. I know a few booths had a lot of resources, so I moved the chat out of the way just because you had a lot of resources available. So if you would like that put back in, please let me know also. Any social media accounts that you've sent in are listed out here in the bottom. If those need to be changed, also let me know. It does only let me, it limits how many different options you can have. Pretty much one LinkedIn, one Facebook, one Twitter, and so on. So if you've sent multiples, I tried to pick the main company, LinkedIn primarily. So if you need that changed, let me know. The staff panel, this is where any staff that you have registered is listed. If you see someone that shouldn't be on there, or someone should be on there, please let me know. I did go through last night and updated everyone's panel with all of your attendees that you have registered. So if that needs changing for whatever reason, let me know and I can get that updated. Likely it means that somebody's not registered if they're not showing up here. So within this panel, I have a green button next to my name that shows that I'm online. So as you are in the platform, any person that has a green button next to them, it means that they are currently online and in the platform. If there's no green button, it means they're not online. You can reach out to them by clicking the little send a message button. It'll send them a message in the platform and also an email. You can book a meeting with someone, or people can book a meeting with you by clicking into this. It'll pre-populate their information. It'll give a few, you can suggest a few dates and times. It will then send you an email and you can accept or suggest a different time and set up meetings with attendees throughout the duration of the event being open. So attendees can set up meetings with you. You also have the ability to set up meetings with other people, and I'll show you that a little bit later. Attendees can download your V card as well. Oops, we didn't want that. It does just download your contact information and save it to your computer as any V card would. When a person is online also, mine doesn't show since this is me, but there's a little, what looks like a text button here that'll show up, and you can actually live chat with the person. You can click into that and send them a message. It will ask the person if they want to accept your chat, but you can actually have a live chat with people if they are also online. So as an admin to your booth, this is specific to each company. And so if you are listed as staff in your booth, you will have this option to click into your visitor log. When you click onto that, it'll show you all the people who have been in your booth, the date and time that they entered and exited. So you can then see, you want to follow up with someone. It looks like Nicola was in my booth. I can click on her little name there. It'll pop up her profile. You can then send a message. You can set up a meeting. You can download their information. So that's a nice way to be able to see who's been in and out of your booth, that typically in a live event, you never know if you've walked away who's been there. So that's a nice feature to be able to see who's actually been in your booth, what time and how long, and can follow up with them there. For anyone who submitted a raffle, we have the little image is located up above your resources. When someone clicks into it, it'll open a pre-populated form for them to send in. It will go to the main admin on the booth. So if you need that changed, let me know also. It'll pre-populate their name, company address, phone number, and a variety of basically their whole contact information. So however you guys want to handle that as far as when you want to do your drawing, you can wait until after the event has closed, because people will still have access to the platform for a few weeks after. So if you want to keep it open, you can. If you want to do your drawing at the end of the week, that's fine too. And we can make an announcement as to who the winners are if you'd like. So basically all the booths look very similar to this. As you get into here today and start poking around, if anything doesn't look right or you need something changed, please let me know and I will try to get those updated as quick as possible. We do have through Friday is when we'll open it up to everyone. So we do have a couple days to try to get everything updated. And if you need to add more stuff or change anything, let me know. So from here, you can access, well, actually from anywhere, you can access the delegate list. So this is open to everyone. All the exhibitors have access to this early, but the attendees will have access to this as well. And it will show you everyone who is currently registered. And we will be updating this as regularly as possible through the course of the event. But as you scroll through, you can see anyone who's online will have a green button. If you find someone that you are interested in meeting up with or following up with, click into their profile. That's a bad example. I apparently have already used that example. You want to flag that person possibly to go back and follow up with later. Click on the little star, it's a follow button, and what that will do is any person, any booth, any session that you have starred will show up. If you click up here on your drop down into your followings, it will show everything that you've starred. So then you can go back in and follow up with those people, or just as a reminder that you wanted to go back to that, booth or profile or whatever it may be. You can unfollow after you've followed up, but it's a nice way of housing as you're scrolling through here, and maybe you're not ready to start reaching out to everyone yet, but you would like to come back and talk to them later. Just click into their profile and click the little star next to their name. Let's see. If you click on the drop down, you'll see the who's online. During the event, that number should be more than one. So you can click into that and see who's actually online currently at the same time, and then maybe be able to have a live chat with that person just by typing in. There'll be a little chat button and you can chat with people directly. Let's see, the technical program is running Wednesday and Thursday all day. These presentations are mostly refiner presentations, typically what you might see on at our live events on the main cooking stage. They have, most of them have live Q&A following the sessions. If you click into a title, it'll open up a box. It'll tell you more about the session, who the speakers are, their bios. You can then add this to your calendar by clicking on Add to Calendar. It will actually create a meeting reminder that you can have in your Outlook or your Google Calendar, so that you'll get a prompt to come back and watch those sessions if there are some that you definitely don't want to miss. Most all of the sessions will be available on demand after they've run through the schedule. There are a few that we don't have permissions to have on demand, but those are very few. So most everything is available on demand after the session. Even the live Q&As we will be recording and having available after the session's taken place. And to find any on-demand content, you would go into the program and scroll all the way to the very bottom, and underneath the last session there would be a section that says on demand, and all the videos will be able to be viewed there. The same with the vendor spotlight program, and this starts Monday morning and will run all the way through Friday. And you can see we have a lot of presentations, some live Q&As as well. And the same thing, you can click into the presentation, see who is giving the presentation, a little paragraph about that, who's speaking, and the add to calendar. When the sessions are about to go live, there will be a little live button that will show up, and if you click into that, it'll take you right into the auditorium, and you'll be able to view it. About 2 minutes before they start is when you'll get the little alert that'll pop up. So that's the majority of the demo. So now I can answer any questions you guys might have. You know, that was a lot in 15 minutes, so feel free to ask. I can pop into any of the booths if you would like. If you're curious about any other features in the platform, now's your chance to ask.
Hey Marla, this is Jim. How do you filter when you're looking at the people attending? How do you filter to just customers versus suppliers? Or is there a way to do that?
There is not. You can, there's a little sort, let's see what, you can sort by name, company, and country.
Okay.
We will be having an attendee list will be going out also, if that didn't already go out. And that has a little bit, you can kind of narrow things down, but there isn't a feature to be able to separate refiners from attendees. But like I said, you can sort by company.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And when you click into the map, it should give you a pretty good idea of where people are coming from. We truly have managed to have a really good global audience. So as you can see, all the little red dots are where people are coming from. So it's very much a global audience for this event. And if you hover over, it should pop up who that attendee is that's coming from those locations. So that is a nice way to be able to see, you know, who those guys might be. Anybody else?
Hi, quick question.
Yeah.
So when will we have access to just take a look at our booths as they are right now?
I have the email scheduled to go out at 9. Oh, my time. Sorry, I'm on the West Coast. It should go out in about 40 minutes. You'll get an email that it says event access, and that will have the link to the registration page. You don't have to register, but you'll put in your details, your email, the email that you got, the link to this invite. That's the email that I have for you. So use that, and then the generic code is listed in there too.
Perfect. Thank you.
So we do we have a couple days. This opens to everyone on Friday. So we would like to try to get as many updates done in the next couple of days before everyone else has access to it. So if you do see things that you want updated or changed, please email me, and we'll try to get those done as quick as possible.
Molly, I have a question. This is Kathy from Aspen Aerogels.
Hi.
Can we, because I did, share the link with our team so they can get used to looking at our booth as well? I know you said it's coming to me because I'm the administrator.
Well, I did send, I went through and tried to update all attendees yesterday. So so for your booth for Aspen, everyone that you have registered that's under Aspen will have access today. So it's not just booth admins, it's everyone from your company who is part of the booth staff will get access today.
Great, thank you.
And if you guys if somebody from your team is saying, I don't have access, check in with me because they may not be registered. I did try to go through and make sure everyone from exhibiting companies were included in that list. But if for whatever reason somebody's not able to get in, it's likely that they're not registered. So double check with me to see who is registered with your booth.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? This is your chance. Pick my brain.
Hi, this is Andre with Bertold. I'm sorry I missed part of your presentation due to the phone call, and I'll review it, definitely what I missed. If you're in a private chat with someone and you decide you want to chat with a few other people, can you bring more people in, or what can be done?
So my understanding is you can actually have group meetings in this when you set up using the calendar. When you go into the delegate list and you actually set up, let me find somebody that is okay to do that with. So when you actually set up a meeting, I believe you can include more people. So when you book a meeting, you can send it to multiple people just by typing their names into here. So you could set up a group meeting. As far as the chat goes, I have not quite, I mostly have been the only one online, so I haven't been able to test a lot of what happens with other people online. It does not look like you can add additional people to the actual chat. But if you started chatting with somebody, you could, ask if it would be okay to set up a group meeting, and include multiple people in that session. And there is a feature in those meetings to be able to actually do a video call. So you could set up a meeting with a camera. It's internal in the platform. You can have up to 25 people in that. So you could set up group video sessions. And there's nothing to say that you can't. Oh, she saw I was trying to chat with her. There's nothing to say that you can't send somebody, ask if they want to have a meeting and set up your own Zoom links. You can do that outside of the platform if you'd like to.
Excellent, thank you.
This is Nathan with Chorus. Show us an example of the V card and explain its function. Is that an Outlook V card?
I think so. I just downloaded one here, so let's see. When you click into it, it just automatically downloads right to your. Yeah, can you guys see that, or is it not?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so it's basically like an Outlook V card. It downloads all of their information. So this is whatever information that they have provided upon registration, or as they've logged in and updated their profile, it would include their contact information. And we will be sending out a full contact list after Friday, so it'll probably go out Monday. Typical, just like we do for all of our events, it'll be a full contact list in Excel format with all contact information, name, phone number, email, everything in Excel, so it's sortable and downloadable. So that will be coming out Friday or Monday, depending on when we get it updated. But we do try to update all current information. So as people register, sometimes there's updates and stuff. So it does take a little bit to get that as updated as possible, but it will be coming out. So don't feel like you need to download everybody's V cards. as it will actually be in an Excel file.
Great, appreciate it.
Any of the speakers, the speaker profiles, this information came from whatever bio you may have sent in with your presentation. So if you're going through and you see your bio looks odd or doesn't have the right information or is missing, it means we don't have one. So please send one in to us so that we can update all the speaker profiles. We have been trying to get those updated. Yeah, so if you're looking through and your info is not there, send it in so we can update that. With the sessions, so if you haven't gotten your date and time that your presentation has been scheduled, you can look through the vendor spotlight and you can search by speaker. So you can go ahead and look through and find who your name, and you can find then when your presentation is listed. This does include all the speakers, so they could be on the vendor spotlight program, but or excuse me, in the technical program, but your sessions will be listed here, the time, start and end time, your presentation, and then if you have a live Q&A, it'll be listed there also. So go ahead and check on those to see when your speaking times are. We have adjusted them, some of them slightly, just dependent on how long some of the presentations were. But I think Becky has mostly let everybody know when your presentation was scheduled to go live. And when I say live, most of them are pre-recorded, so it's just built into the schedule to play like it's live. There are few live sessions, which everyone that has a live session scheduled, we will be following up with Zoom links and information on how those will work. But I would recommend finding your presentation and what time it will be playing. There is the option for people to ask questions even on the pre-recorded presentations. So if your presentation is one of those that doesn't have a live Q&A after it, I would recommend having someone from your staff watching the presentation and seeing any questions that might come in, because you can respond to those questions and answer them. You can always go back into your presentation later and follow up with any questions that did come in there also. Okay, so if there's no other questions, we can wrap up, but does anybody else have anything?
We do have some questions, Marla. Mike Murphy, Valve Technologies. We just can message you.
You can.
Okay, thank you.
I have a feeling my inbox will be full today, but yes,
Probably so.
that's fine. It will, once you poked around in your booth too, it'll make a little bit more sense. A couple other things that we have going on over the week. We do have, it's a challenge coin challenge. So you'll see the challenge coin here, and there's another one in the Coking booth. But basically what it is, we have asked for clues and answers from everyone, and we were putting together a downloadable PDF. It's basically just a bunch of different clues that people can download, print out, and then over the course of the week, they'll try to find the answers to the clues and then send in to us to be able to get this year's challenge coin, which I just got in the mail yesterday, so I'll show you all. It is classic 2020 version of the challenge coin. So the way to get these this year is by filling out all the clues and sending those in to us at the end of the week, and we'll be sending out challenge coins to everyone that completed that challenge, and that's open to everyone, so you guys, I encourage to do that also. We have a photo booth as well. So since we are virtual and can't take photos, this is the only way we have photos for this event. So feel free to come into here and submit a photo to us. We'll put them all together into a gallery and be able to have all sorts of photos from this event. We do have past event photos too, so if you guys haven't had a chance to look at those in the past, feel free to poke around in there. There's a ton of pictures from probably the last 5 years of events. So if you're looking through those, and you can always download pictures. There's lots of booth pictures from past events. So feel free to poke around in there and see if you can find any good shots of events. Let's see. Those are kind of some of the fun features that we have going on. So yeah, let me know if you guys have questions, if anything needs to be updated. I will be working on that over the next few days. So we are trying to not have any new updates after we go live to the whole audience. So if you see anything, please send it over right away.
One final question. For the booth prizes, do you guys pick the winner? Do we do that? How does that work?
No. So if you have a booth with a raffle in it, the form, when you click into the form, it pre-populates the person's information and it will send it to you, whoever mostly the booth admins are who I have it assigned to, but you will get all of those forms sent to you. So I don't have that. So those will all come to you, and then you can decide when and how you want to do the raffle. So if you wanted to have it on Friday, while the event is still, live, let us know. We can make an announcement who the winner is. If you want to wait, we are going to keep the platform open 3 weeks after the event. So any on-demand content people can come back and look at and have time to poke around some more. So if you want to leave it open for a little bit longer, you can. It's completely up to you guys how you want to handle your raffles. It's just like a fishbowl. Do your drawing whenever you like. But if you want us to make an announcement, let me know. Oh, here's a good example. I forgot to tell you guys about this. So see, this little pop-up just came on. As booth admin, you will get this pop-up anytime someone comes into your booth. So it makes kind of an annoying little sound, and the little pop-up, wherever you're at, it'll pop up on the screen. So if you're in a session, it'll pop up there. You don't have to be in the lobby, but it will tell you who is in your booth. It will go away after a little bit. So if you miss it when you go into your booth, you can click on that little visitor log. But when you are live online and someone comes in, you'll get the little pop-up and says so-and-so is in your booth. You can click right into their profile from there, or you can go back into your booth and start a chat with them, however you want to handle that. But that does happen for all booth staff if you are assigned to the booth. So don't be alarmed when you hear that sound, because I was. So all right, well, I look forward to a great event with everybody. I'll be there for the whole week, so if you guys have questions or anything, you're welcome to get a hold of me. Oh, there is a little help feature on the screen. In this lower right corner is a little green chat button. If you click into that, we will have live customer service. It will be open live from 9 to 5 Central every day of the event. It's open now, so if you guys are in here and you have questions, feel free to use that. It is a live help button with real team members helping you, so feel free to use that. The actual exhibit hours, because we don't expect people to be on 24/7, are from 8 to 5 Central, are what we're saying, are advertising as like our live booth hours that people would be available to respond. Don't feel like you need to sit there for the whole day, but that is the time frame we are telling people that someone will be available. So if someone comes to your booth and wants to chat with you, that's the time frame that we've told people the booths would be open. So 8 to 5 Central as a general. Since we do have a global audience, there are people poking around all through the night. So yeah, the expectation is not for someone to be there all night. So I think hopefully I covered everything. Your email should be coming out in 25 minutes. So keep an eye out for that. If you don't get one, let me know. Something might be off in my system of getting those out to you, but otherwise have fun poking around, and I'm sure I'll hear from a few of you, and we'll see you throughout the week.
Molly, when will this recorded session be available?
It takes a little bit to get it converted and downloaded, and I have to figure out the best way. I think I might upload it to YouTube because it's a pretty good sized file. Otherwise, I'll just send out the link to everyone. But it'll probably be at least a half an hour, just knowing how long it takes to convert the files and get it uploaded. So I'll send a link out.
I just because I came into this late. I came in 10 minutes later, so I want to see the whole thing and then text you with any questions.
Yep, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get that switched over, and if it's not too big of a file, I can send it out, but at a 40-minute recording, it probably is too big to just send. So I'll have it uploaded to YouTube and send out that link.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thanks everybody, and I will be in touch, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Nice job, Malia.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.